goal, I'm going to give Bettinelli 7.5, mainly due to the fact that he pulled off some really good saves. I mean, just the amount of pressure that we were under when it comes to the long ball game. You know, Bettinelli dealt with some opportunities, didn't really deal with others, but I think a fair reflection of his game today would be 7.5.
He didn't really make too many mistakes today. I think he only made one error from a clearance, and that was that. He just hit it a bit too hard at the defender. He made a very good save from the driven shot by, ironically, our ex-player Sean Hutchinson. Yeah, he didn't really have much to face apart from in the opening few minutes, and what he did handle, he handled well. So I'd give him a 7.5 too.
I'm going to say Ryan Fredericks. What an absolute boy, what an absolute king. You know, Fredo has been an absolute star this season, as my brother would say. But I want to give Fredo 7.5 as well. It feels like I'm sitting on the fence here, but in reality, like, for me, Fredericks fully committed, as we saw last week with Brentford when he took the Brentford player down and did created a tactical foul. Got himself a card, but that shows you the commitment of the drive to win that he's showing at the club. So
I was very impressed with Fredericks tonight. I thought we came out of his shell. He pushed forward a lot more, done a lot more solo dribbles, and he completed a lot of them, and he done well to do that tonight. So I'd personally score him a 9.
Ooh, I'm going to say 8. Well, I want to sit in the middle, 8.
Sweet.
Yeah, cool. Tim, the American Ream.
Got to give credit to the man.
Yeah.
He made a very good clearance off the line, and I think had he not saved that, then
probably
the game
would have been
would
different.
have had a different outcome.
Yeah, I don't think we lost it, but at the same time, I don't think we...
And I celebrated that clearance tonight just as much as I would a goal.
Oh, yeah.
I went absolutely mental.
Tim Ream, like I keep saying...
He just never lets us down. He's consistent week in, week out, so I'd have to give him overall an 8.
Like, what a player Tim Ream has become over the last couple of years. I think for me it just kind of shows that if you get the right player in the right system, that you can be utilised. My Tim Ream rating is 8. I thought Tim Ream had a really great game today. I don't think it was his best game, but just how good he was today. Like, the goal line clearance really shows what we're starting to get value out of the player that Kit Simmons bought a couple of years ago. So I think for me, like, Tim Ream has kind of now slotted himself into the first team. If we do get promoted, I kind of do hope that we keep Tim Ream for an extra season and see how he does in the Premiership. Obviously, I want to see us strengthen if we get promoted to the Premiership. But Tim Ream, what a valuable player he's been for us. And our Tim Ream rating is... I'm asking you, what would you say? I said 8, you say?
I said 8 as well.
So we got 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Denis Odoi, becoming quite a valuable player.
I just like his speed. He shouldn't be playing centre-back, that's the truth.
But in all fairness, like, he does break through and he does cause, you know, defenders and midfielders a couple of issues. He's not your quintessential rock solid centre back. He's a bit more a player with a bit more flair, and he gives us a dynamic option. So I think Odoi, for me, even though I'd probably, in my opinion, have Kalas over Odoi's been absolutely sensational. But for me, I'm gonna say 8 for Denis Odoi. Well, actually, I'll go 7.5.
7.
Go for 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't bring much to the play, apart from speed.
We'll agree on 7.5.
7.
Okay, 7 then. We'll go with 7. Matt Targett, one of our loans. He was sensational today, in my opinion. Like, some of his footwork was unbelievable. The way that he was kind of mocking the Millwall players by absolutely just holding the ball up, being able to get past them with ease, and I think that just shows you that he is a Premier League quality player. But it's a case in the summer, depending on the position of both Southampton and Fulham are, if both are a Championship team or both are a Premiership team, I'd like to keep him on a permanent deal. But realistically, are we going to be able to do that if we get promoted and they
if you walk any further back, you're going to fall in the river.
I think unless in the summer we might have to pay a massive fee for Matty Targett. So my player rating for today, 8.
I thought he had a very good game. He had great link-up play with Cairney and Sessegnon also. And their attacking play led to a lot of other chances. And he had a great chance in the second half. No, I don't know what half it was in, but he had a great shot from on the left wing from about 25 to 30 yards out. Yeah, just clipped the bar and went above it. And if that went in, that would have been on par for the same level as Kevin McDonald. With Matt Targett's score, I was happy with him. I give him that 8.5. What did you say?
I said an 8, so we'll say 8.5. Okay, you know what? Despite the goal, forget about the goal. I thought Kev Mac was superb today. I thought he was unbelievable. Like me, Kev McDonald, I'm going to go 9. I don't know about Mud.
Kevin McDonald, I'm not saying this as in looks, but as in your work ethic and your work rate. You are a horse, because you are an engine. So you're a credit to our club. Thank you for scoring a beautiful goal tonight. It's always lovely seeing a lovely goal scored. So my rating for you, Mr. Kev, it would be a 9.5.
I'm going to go 9.5 then. Just agree for the sake of agreeing. Stefan Johansen, once again, I thought Steph Joe had a really great game. My player rating for him would be an 8. I thought Steph Joe had a fantastic game. Like Kevin McDonald's a workhorse. You know, he just doesn't stop. He always pops up with an assist. He always pops up with a goal. I think he gets a lot of criticism he probably doesn't deserve. I mean, he is an absolute, obviously, top quality player in this division. Well, he wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for him and obviously the other players in the team. But Steph Joe is a vital part of that team. You know, I really do rate Ollie Norwood. But when Steph Joe's not in the team, I think we're a bit of a weaker side.
What did Steph Joe do today?
Just like a lot of different things. He just put the amount of pressure he put Millwall under. You know, the way that he was so calm on the ball, very relaxed. You know, he could find a pass. There were a few passes from both Cairney and Steph Joe today that were just beautiful. Like you could see Sessegnon breaking through on the left-hand side and cheeky little, you know, through ball to him. Just his passing, his possession-based work, brilliant. So Steph Joe, I'm going to give you an 8.
Stefan Johansen is another very important person in my team. I've got family up in Scotland. I've got a cousin called Chelsea, and she's a big Celtic fan. And I remember when we nicked Stefan Johansen off of Celtic, she was very upset, and she was like, "You'll soon realise what a great player you have inside him." And I must say, Chelsea, you were correct. So thank you. But we offered you a bit of compensation with Moussa Dembele
for 500,000,
which in the footballing world is
we
like
just got robbed.
It's like throwing 5p on the floor.
We got robbed.
Yeah, but tonight's game, Stefan Johansen, was okay.
Yeah.
Didn't do much wrong. His possession game was always good.
Yeah.
He's good at holding up the ball. He's good at knowing where his passes are. Makes the occasional mistake, but yeah, his overall consistency is good enough for him to play in our first team. And tonight I'll score him a 7.
So we'll agree 7.5. Just Tom Cairney. Ain't nobody like Tom Cairney. TC captain, fantastic. Look. With Tom Cairney, he's still an unbelievable player each and every game when he plays, and he's just a vital clog to the way that we play. Like his dynamic passing, just what a player he is. Like we got him from Blackburn for like how much? 3 million, and look, there's been quoted of 25 million for Tom Cairney from Newcastle, and just. I'd be devastated if we don't get promoted and we lose TC, but I'd also at the same time respect if he did leave. It'd be the same with Sess, but hopefully loyalty will show, and obviously if we don't get up, he'll stay, but if we do, then captaining in a Premier League team, not too bad from Tom Cairney. So yeah, my player rating for Tom Cairney today, I'm going to go and say a 7.5.
How did he do today, Michael? What did he do?
He had a few good runs. I can't deny that he had a bad performance, because he didn't. He had a few good individual dribbles. His passing ability, as we all know, his short passing ability is always dangerous and it's always good. But I think one thing that does affect Tom Cairney a little bit and it might get to his head a little bit, is the fact that he knows he's good.
Yeah.
I think if you know you're good and you let that get to you, your mind is in another place, and it starts to wander, and you're not focused on the main focus, which is playing football at your best of your ability and always trying to improve.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think even though Tom does really love the fact that he's a good player, I think that Tom is just very professional on the field, and obviously he enjoys what he enjoys when it comes to on the field. I think TC is an absolute professional. Obviously, beginning of the season, it wasn't the same without him. It gives us that little bit different, you know, that quality through ball. So I'm going to give Cairney an 8.
Like, Mr. Cairney, please don't take offence to what I've said. It's just the fans' perspective and trying to perceive it from
an outsider's perspective.
Yeah.
So yeah, we both rate TC an 8. Piazon. Lucas Piazon. I'm going to give Piazon a 6.5, but I'm not sure if I'm being fair by saying that. I think Lucas is a vital player again for our team. He's like Matt Targett, he's one of our loans. But like, I think there's a lot of love going for Cabano at the moment, and everybody seems to be distracted to why he's not playing, but I think Piazon doesn't get the credit he deserves, and I'm probably contradicting myself by giving him a 6.5 rating and bigging him up. But I think with Piazon, he didn't have a great game today. He gives us a different edge to the game most match days, but I don't think he was that influential today. So yeah, what I was saying about Piazon is I'd give Piazon a 6.5, vital player, but I didn't think he did too much today. I think I'm in the argument about Cabano, and no disrespect to Piazon, love his passion, but for me, I'm surprised Cabano's not getting in the team more. But yeah, Piazon didn't have his greatest game, but obviously he's a really top player, so I'm going to give him a 6.5 today. No disrespect, Lucas, much love for you, but I don't think he had a good game, so 6.5.
I'd like to think about the comparison I'd like to make about Lucas Piazon is like Lucas Piazon's style of football is like trying your contactless card a few days before payday. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And today it didn't. The card got declined. Yeah, but he didn't have the physicality to play in today's game.
Yeah.
He wasn't strong enough on the ball, got bodied a few times, lost the ball a few times, but somehow he still managed to play until the 70th minute. His performance didn't affect the result, so that's one thing we've got to take credit for. But yeah, I'd have to agree with Liam, 6.5, didn't bring much to the table.
Mitro scored again today. Mitro's on fire.
That was a lovely finish.
Yeah, it was a finish. It was a good finish. I think he's just really vital to our team, and like I said about Matt Targett, I really do hope if we get promoted we can keep Aleksandar Mitrović. He is just an absolute tank. A man mountain, as Elliot would say. But yeah, he's a Premier League level striker, and he's playing Championship football with us in a really good team. So I don't think you could say he's found his level at Championship, but in reality, I think that Fulham really benefit Aleksandar Mitrović for the way that he plays. The fact that you've got a player like Cairney who can give him a ball that he can hold up, that he can lay off to Sess, etc., etc., or have a ball laid off to him, you know. So for me, Mitrović, I'm going to give Mitro 8. I'll give him an 8. Give him an 8 because obviously he did score today, and he's a top player, and he obviously is a vital clog to our team. So I'm going to give Mitrović an 8, but I don't know about Mud.
Mitrovic's technical ability is able to excel past any defender in the whole Championship, any of the other 23 teams. Proven fact. But today, today he played well. Can't deny that. His ability excelled again. But physically wise, he's a strong player. But the back four of Millwall today, they done well. They beat him to every header. He had one chance on goal from a header. It was about a yard over the bar and about a yard wide of the bar. And aerial-wise, he didn't bring much to the table, but dribbling-wise, link-up play-wise, finishing-wise, perfect. And I don't know how close we are to the river against this.
No, yeah, we'll go 8.5. So look, we've got Sessegnon, the kid wonder, the boy wonder. Obviously, once again scored again, just an absolute poacher's goal. For me, I reckon that maybe I'm being delusional by saying this. I reckon if we do stay down, I wouldn't be surprised if Sess stays another year. Even if he is Premiership level, I just think that he's going to be 18 years of age. If he's playing Premiership football with us next season, or if he's playing Championship, I just don't see the point of leaving just yet. You know, you're developing in a really good team. You've got a good manager to help you under your wing, you know, or you're under his wing, and it just seems like everything is in place for this young man to develop to become a really top quality player, yeah. And there's been a lot of comparisons to him and Gareth Bale in the past because of obviously Hugh Jennings' connection, who in my opinion is one of the most vital clogs to Fulham Football Club is Hugh Jennings with his young youth development. But yeah, back to Sess, obviously there's comparison of Gareth Bale, and I don't want to hype him too much because of the fact that I don't want him to get too big, but I don't reckon he would because he seems like a very humble young man. So if we win promotion, then brilliant, we've got young Sess in the Premiership. But if we don't, I reckon slyly at a push we may, like I said, might be doing delusional by saying this, but I have this weird feeling because of the fact that he is a Fulham boy that there might be an option of one more year. One more year at Fulham. But yeah, for today, his performance.
Would you like to see the Sessegnon brothers together in the team?
Potentially one day.
It would be nice. I'm all for giving young players a chance. Like for instance, I was saying to you earlier, John, about Matt O'Reilly and how I'd like to see if we didn't get promoted, we'd probably end up losing Cairney, and I think Matt O'Reilly would slide into that role, and obviously he needs a bit more experience. And if he doesn't break in next to the team next year, I'd like to see him go out on loan. If that'll be a League One team or if that'll be a Championship team if we're in the Premiership. So it'd be nice to see Matt O'Reilly develop because once again he's really highly rated. Stefan Johansen, I'm not going to lie, obviously he assisted, was it 2 goals in the World Cup? What was it, under 16 or under 17 World Cup? He assisted 2 goals in the final against Spain, so obviously he's got talent there and he wouldn't be playing in that first team, Stefan Sessegnon, if he didn't have the capabilities. Okay, due to circumstances with our transport, we've now had to jump onto the bus to central London, so we're going to carry on this now. Brilliant, amazing, all in the day's work of Millwall, mate. Look, back to Sess, let's back to the players' ratings. Like I said, I want to give Sess an 8.5. I think Sess is just an absolute sensational player. The way that he played today, the poacher's instinct to get that goal.
Sessegnon, you make me proud every day. I love watching you blossom. I love watching you grow. I love watching you achieve. Being a twin myself, I know you and Stephen are happy being at the club together, and I think that for another club to have you both together it might be a bit difficult to obtain, because that's just the way football is, mate. I was very impressed with your performance today. Like Liam said, your poacher's instincts, you're always ready to be the first person to the ball and try and get your foot on it. You had a few one-on-one chances with the keeper today and you come close, keeper made a good save, the ball went just wide, and for someone of your age to have your technical ability, you're guaranteed to go places, mate. So my rating for you today would be an 8.5. Keep doing what you do, and just always want to improve and always try to learn. And I think that's what we've done. We've got a great team and a great support network behind you. And I know you're very humble, and I know you're always giving thanks to the team and what they've given you as your local club. You're our local legend, so thank you, Mr. Sessegnon.
Mind you, I'm going to say one thing. He is a very humble young man. but 5 trophies in the EFL Awards. What an achievement. The first player... Congratulations. And the first player outside the top flight to be nominated for PFA Young Player of the Year. That is an achievement in itself. We love you, Sess. We're loving what you're doing. Please stay the way you are. Please stay humble. And you will go far in the game. And who knows, one day we might be watching you at Wembley Stadium, captain in the England national team. Oh,
8.5.
We'll go 8.5.
Don't shout.
You're supposed to have a manners. You have a manners.
Right. Manners, you're the one that shouted.
Anyway,
explain to people that are watching around the world about the night bus in England.
This is your quintessential night bus in London.
We're on a bus, we don't even know where we're going.
Yep.
How did it make you feel, this whole game and the victory in the team?
Like, honestly, like going into the game, I was a little nervous because obviously it was a make or break game, and just the pressure was on. Because I thought if we didn't get a result today, which going to Millwall was probably one of the hardest games of the season. I think they were 14. What was it? They had lost at home in like 10, 11, 12 appearances, and to go to the Den with that record and to have needing to get a result, a draw didn't do us anything good. To get the result was nothing short of phenomenal. I'm loving what this team is doing this season. I'm loving the way they're playing. I'm loving the passion. For me, like, the passion is the main aspect of why I've enjoyed this season so much. I've just enjoyed Lucas Piazon sitting in the stands at Brentford. I love the fact that Sess scores his first professional hat-trick, taps his badge, kisses the badge. I love the fact that Bettinelli is also another one of our own players, you know, and it's just the togetherness and the fact that, you know, you've seen players that have been criticised in the past, like Tim Ream, who have come under criticism in previous seasons and have just given it a full, like, completely turned it around. Just the fact that, you know, this team has this never say die attitude that, you know, it doesn't matter what time of the pitch, it doesn't matter where they go, you know, they'll score 90-minute winners. They're going to Sheffield United, sitting second in the league and beating 5-4. They'll go to Cardiff City, sitting second in the league again, you know, and they'll go and beat them 4-2. Like, this club, like, for me, this team, like, I don't think in my lifetime I'll ever see my team go longer than 22 games unbeaten again. Obviously, we're going to go 23, potentially 23 games unbeaten against Sunderland, but, you know, after we lose the next game, when we lose the next game, like, I don't think I'll ever see a Fulham team go on a run like this, where they can take themselves from, like, lower mid-table championship position and potentially promotion to the Premiership after a 42-game season, the roller coaster of emotion.